Good morning, student. This is Latif sir. Today I am going to discuss about metallurgy. This is the chapter 7 of class 10th chemistry. I have given the reduced syllabus first, and according to the reduced syllabus, you have to read about occurrence of metals in nature, that is minerals and ores, and meaning only, and common ores of aluminium and extraction of aluminium only. Okay. So first, occurrence of metals. This is a general introduction of metallurgy. You know, maximum elements are present in the earth crust, and out of this element, 70% out of these elements, 70% elements are metals, and some of the metals exist in their free state, and some of the metals exist in the earth crust in their combined state, combined with oxygen, carbon dioxide, chlorine, etc. Generally, highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, uh, magnesium, these metals exist in the nature in the combined state, that is combined with oxygen, carbon dioxide, chlorine. Okay, that is in the form of metal oxide, metal carbonate, metal sulfate, and the less reactive metals or noble metals like platinum, palladium, these metal exist in their free state. Okay, so first you have to read about minerals and ores. What are minerals and ores? Minerals are the chemical substances or chemical compounds in which the metal is present. Okay, so minerals are the naturally occurring compounds of metals which are generally mixed with other substances such as soil, mud, sand, silica. These are impurities. Okay, so minerals are the generally occurring compounds, naturally occurring compounds of metals which are generally mixed with other substances such as soil, mud, sand, silica, limestone, etc. And these earthly impurities such as soil, mud, sand, silica, these impurities are called gang or matrix. And now ores are minerals. Okay, ores are those minerals from which metals are extracted commercially at a comparatively lower cost and with minimum effort. Ores are those minerals from which metals are extracted commercially at a comparatively lower cost and with minimum effort. And one point you have to remember, all minerals are not ores, but all ores are minerals. Now see, common ores of aluminium. The common ores of aluminium are bauxite, cryolite, corundum. Okay, so bauxite chemical name is hydrated aluminium oxide. The chemical formula is Al2O3.2H2. Cryolite, it is sodium aluminium fluoride, Na3LF6, and corundum is anhydrous aluminium, anhydrous and aluminium oxide, Al2O3. Now extraction of aluminium. Extraction of aluminium from its main ore bauxite, Al2O3. Aluminium is extracted from its main ore bauxite, Al2O3, and bauxite contains 60% Al2O3, that is alumina, and the rest being sand, ferric oxide, titanium oxide. So ferric oxide, titanium oxide, sand, these are impurities present in bauxite. So you have to remove first these impurities, and removal of these impurities is known as concentration of the ore. So first you have to concentrate the bauxite ore, that is you have to remove the impurities present in bauxite. So concentration of ore or purification of ore, that is conversion of bauxite into alumina, Al2O3.2H2O to Al2O3. And the name of the process is known as Bayer's process. Bayer's process. In this process, first bauxite is grinded finely and heated to remove volatile impurities. After that, bauxite is heated under pressure with concentrated caustic soda, that is with concentrated NaOH solution for 2 to 8 hours at 140 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. And this entire process is known as leaching. Leaching is the chemical process of concentration of ore. So in Bayard process, bauxite is concentrated using sodium hydroxide solution, concentrated sodium hydroxide caustic soda solution. Okay, so in the first step, bauxite Al2O3.2H2 reacts with sodium hydroxide, and sodium meta-aluminate will be formed plus H2O. Al2O3.2H2O plus NaOH arrow NaLO2 plus 3H2. In this process, or in this step, bauxite dissolve in sodium hydroxide and forms sodium meta-aluminate, while the others impurities like titanium oxide, silicon oxide, iron oxide, these impurities remain insoluble. Okay, so bauxite dissolve and form sodium meta-aluminate, leaving behind the insoluble impurities which are called red mud. And this red mud consists of ferric oxide, sand, etc., and which are removed by filtration. So in this step, bauxite is dissolved in sodium hydroxide and sodium meta-aluminate is formed, and in next step sodium meta-aluminate is hydrolyzed by water and cooling to 50 degrees Celsius. So sodium meta-aluminate NaLO2 plus water, that is on dilution of on diluting sodium meta-aluminate with water and cooling to 50 degrees Celsius, it gets hydrolyzed to give aluminum hydroxide as a precipitate. So in the next step, sodium meta-aluminate reacts with water, and NaLO2 will be converted into aluminum hydroxide precipitate, that is AlOH whole thrice PPT. And other insoluble impurities remain dissolved in sodium hydroxide. Okay. After that, the precipitate is filtered and washed and dried and ignited at 1000 degrees Celsius to get Al2O3, alumina. So after that, you have to take the precipitate AlOH whole thrice aluminum hydroxide and you have to heat at 1000 degrees Celsius, and Al2OH whole thrice will be converted into Al2O3, that is alumina plus 3H2. Okay, so this entire process is known as concentration of bauxite ores, and the process is, name of the process is Bayer's process. And conversion of bauxite ore into alumina, you have to reduce alumina Al2O3 to get aluminum metals. And aluminum oxide, that is alumina, you have to reduce in the next step, you have to reduce alumina, that is aluminum oxide, to get aluminum metal. And aluminum oxide, due to its great affinity for oxygen, it is very stable compound, and it is not reduced easily by common reducing agent like carbon monoxide or hydrogen, and hence electrolytic reduction is chosen as the method for reduction of alumina. So in the next step, we have to reduce alumina using electrolytic process to get aluminum metal. And then process is, name of the process is Hall-Héroult process. This is an electrolytic process. Okay, this is an electrolytic reduction of fused alumina Al2O3. The name of the process is Hall-Héroult process. In this process, you have to take an electrolytic cell, one cathode, anode, and electrolyte. Okay, this is the arrangement See this arrangement, extraction of aluminum. This is electrolytic cell, and in this electrolytic cell you can see carbon lining cathode, and 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 graphite rod act as anode. Graphite rod suspended into the electrolyte. This graphite rod act as anode. Graphite rod act as anode, and carbon lining cathode. This carbon lining or gas carbon act as cathode. Okay, and here you have to take electrolyte, molten aluminum, and here you will get molten aluminum. Okay, this is the basic arrangement of Hall-Héroult process. So first, see electrolytic cell. It is a rectangular iron tank. It is a rectangular iron tank, and the sloping bottom of the tank facilitates the removal of molten aluminum, and the tank is lined with gas carbon, and this gas carbon act as cathode. And next, electrolyte. Electrolyte, in the Hall-Héroult process, the electrolyte is used is mixture of molten alumina, that is Al2O3, 20% molten alumina, 60% cryolite, and 20% fluorspar. This is the electrolyte. This mixture is used as electrolyte in Hall-Héroult process of extraction of aluminium from alumina. And powder coke is sprinkled over the surface of electrolyte. And temperature required is 950 degrees Celsius. Temperature, the molten electrolyte is kept at 950 degrees Celsius by electrical heating. Okay, now this is the arrangement. Graphite rod act as anode, carbon or gas carbon lining act as cathode. Okay, and as electrolyte 60%, 20% molten alumina, 60% cryolite, and 20% fluorspar. Now reaction in the cell. First, all electrolyte will dissociate to give ions. So cryolite will dissociate to give NaLF6, will dissociate to give sodium ion Na plus, 3 Na plus ion, 1 L3 plus ion, and 6 F minus ion. Similarly, fluorspar will dissociate to give calcium 2 plus ion and 2 F minus ion, and alumina will dissociate to give Al3 plus ion and O3 3O2 minus ion. Okay, so in the reaction mixture, in the electrolytic mixture, positive ions formed in the solution are Na plus, calcium 2 plus, and Al3 plus, while negative ions formed in the solution are F minus and O2 minus. And as the position of aluminium in the electrochemical series is lower than Na plus or Ca2 plus, so aluminium being as the aluminium being lower in electrochemical series, so aluminium preferentially discharged at the cathode, and while oxygen at the anode. So at cathode you will get aluminium, and at anode you will get aluminium, at anode you will get oxygen. Okay, so cathode is inner carbon lining of the electrolytic cell. Cathode reaction is, at cathode, aluminum 3 plus ion will accept, each aluminum 3 plus ion will accept 3 electron, and it will be converted into aluminum atom, aluminum metal Al. So 4Al3 plus 12 electron, arrow 4Al. And anode reaction is, thick rod of graphite are suspended into the fused electrolyte, which is act as anode. So at anode the reaction is O2 minus ion, O2 minus ion at anode, O2 minus 6 O2 minus ion act, releases 2 electron, and O2 minus ion is converted into oxygen atom, and now these oxygen atoms combine to give oxygen gas. So at anode the reaction is you will get oxygen gas, and at cathode you will get aluminum metal. And now this oxygen gas produced at anode, and by this oxygen gas the anode will be oxidized. Anode is oxidized to carbon monoxide, which further form carbon dioxide, and anode is oxidized by the oxygen gas produced at anode. So the reaction anode is oxidized by oxygen produced at anode, and the reaction is C plus O2 CO or CO plus O2 CO2, and thus the anode has got to be replaced from time to time as it gets oxidized by the oxygen evolved at the anode. You have to remember this, why anode has to be replaced time to time, because anode is oxidized by the oxygen gas produced at anode. Okay, and some notes is given here. Why cryolite is used, role of cryolite, role of fluorspar and cryolite, and role of powder coke in the electrolytical process of extraction of iron, that is Hall-Héroult process. So cryolites, the role of cryolites, the melting point of fused alumina is 2050 degrees Celsius. But if you use cryolite in the electrolytic mixture, in the electrolytic solution, then the melting point of alumina becomes near about 950 degrees Celsius. So cryolite lowers the fusion temperature from 2050 degrees Celsius to 950 degrees Celsius, and hence enhances the conductivity of the electrolytic mixture. And now role of fluorspar and cryolite, these act as solvent for the electrolytic mixture and increases its conductivity, since pure alumina is almost a non-conductor of electricity. And role of powder coke is sprinkled over the surface of electrolytic mixture. This is because it reduces the heat loss by radiation and prevent the burning of anode. Okay students, thank you. This chapter is completed, and I have given the reduced syllabus here, and you have to follow the reduced syllabus only. Okay.